Hi, NSTP students. This lesson will discuss Filipino citizenship in relation to nationalism and patriotism.
The Preamble of 1987 Philippine Constitution.
We, the sovereign Filipino people, imploring the aid of Almighty God, in order to build a just and humane society, and establish a government that shall embody our ideals and aspirations, promote the common good, conserve and develop our patrimony, and secure to ourselves and our posterity, the blessings of independence and democracy under the rule of law and a regime of truth, justice, freedom, love, equality, and peace, do ordain and promulgate this Constitution.
The following are excerpts from the 1987 Philippine Constitution about citizenship. Let us start with the Section 1.
The following are citizens of the Philippines. Number 1. Those who are citizens of the Philippines at the time of the adoption of this Constitution. Number 2. Those whose fathers or mothers are citizens of the Philippines. Number 3. Those born before January 17, 1973, of Filipino mothers, who elect Philippine citizenship upon reaching the age of majority. And number 4. Those who are naturalized in accordance with law.
Section 2.
Natural-born citizens are those who are citizens of the Philippines from birth without having to perform any act to acquire or perfect their Philippine citizenship. Those who elect Philippine citizenship in accordance with Paragraph 3, Section 1 hereof shall be deemed natural-born citizens.
Section 3.
Philippine citizenship may be lost or reacquired in the manner provided by law.
Section 4.
Citizens of the Philippines who marry aliens shall retain their citizenship, unless by their act or omission they are deemed, under the law, to have renounced it.
Section 5.
Dual allegiance of citizens is inimical to the national interest and shall be dealt with by law.
Stated on Section 45 of the Republic Act No. 8491, Series 1998, also known as the Code of the National Flag, Anthem, Motto, Coat of Arms and other heraldic items and devices of the Philippines. Our national motto is
Makadiyos, makatao, makakalikasan at makabansa.
Here are some definitions of nationalism.
According to Google Dictionary, nationalism is identification with one's own nation and support for its interests, especially to the exclusion or detriment of the interests of other nations. Lee and Tiu Lee in 2019 stated that nationalism is a patriotic feeling of love for one's own country or a strong, deep-seated attachment to one's native land. The definition added by Villa Soto et al. In 2013, nationalism is the attitude of the members of a nation which includes the concepts of national identity, origin, ethnicity, and cultural ties. Further, nationalism is the action that the members of a nation take when seeking to achieve or sustain full statehood with complete authority over domestic and international affairs.
According to Luz Lini M. Reyes, there are 10 modern ways to express Filipino nationalism.
Number 1. Respect the Philippine flag and value the Filipino identity. Number 2. Be a productive citizen. Number 3. Be aware of the issues in our country. Number 4. Stand proud for every Filipino's achievement. Number 5. Patronize and support our own products. Number 6. Preserve the Filipino culture. Number 7. Respect everyone and value our traditions. Number 8. Speak out our own language. Number 9. Remember and commemorate our heroes' sacrifices for our country. Number 10. Love our family, our neighbors, and our compatriots.
Here are some definitions of patriotism.
According to Baumeister, patriotism, feeling of attachment and commitment to a country, nation, or political community. Patriotism, or the love of country, and nationalism, loyalty to one's nation, are often taken to be synonymous, yet patriotism has its origins some 2,000 years prior to the rise of nationalism in the 19th century. In addition, Villa Soto et al. Added in 2013 that patriotism is love of and devotion to one's country.
Every Filipino loves his country. But not every Filipino is a true patriot. He who loves the Philippines only for what the country can give him, lands, houses, plantations is not necessarily a patriot. Patriotism is unselfish like Rizal's love of country. Patriotism is a passion that cannot be denied like Mabina's attachment to his beloved Philippines. Patriotism is boundless like Magsayse's devotion to his people. But this infinite affection, this predilection for our country, means a number of concepts. It means a belief that our land is the most beautiful, the most fertile, the most healthful in the whole world. Patriotism also means that wherever we may be we are proud of our culture, our dance and our arts and the traditions of our people. To us, the most glorious history of all mankind began with the scroll written with the blood of Lapu-Lapu in Mactan, which was unfolded through the centuries and embellished with the deeds of Dagohoy, Tamblot, Del Pilar, and the unsung heroes of 96 and of Corregidor and Bataan. Patriotism has come to mean love of our countrymen. Each one is a part of us. Each one is a part of the Philippines. You hurt one Filipino and you hurt the whole nation. Every Filipino is an inherent part of our nature. Therefore, any misfortune that a Filipino suffers is a misfortune of the entire Philippine archipelago. Thus, perhaps among ourselves, we do not feel intensely the harm we sometimes inflict upon our own fellow countrymen. But let a foreigner pull one single hair from a Filipino's head or step ever so lightly on his toes and, as one man, we rise in his defense. And so patriotism means that we love and cherish our fellow Filipinos. We admire their courage, their diligence, their patience, their peaceful and law-abiding nature, their hospitality, their kindness. We feel a terrible pain when Filipinos are accused of indolence, indifference, smugness, and complacency. And we proceed to teach ourselves to be more alert, more industrious, more persevering. This explains why patriotism is such a perennially fascinating subject. Patriotism is progressive and, like wine, it mellows with time. Patriotism is not isolationism. It is not chauvinism. It is the antonym of patrioteering. How can we preserve this love of country forever? We can keep the patriotic spirit through education and information, through the practice of honesty and the observance of honor, above everything, through constructive action often impelled by what is known as civic conscience.
Thank you for watching the lecture.